Good evening. I've just finished reading a book called The Upwelling by Paul Wilson. So this story follows three different main characters, starting with a woman called Pam, whose husband recently passed away in a car accident. She gets a call one morning from the crematorium to inform her that her husband's body won't burn. She doesn't believe it, of course, obviously, so she goes in person and they show her. It turns out all the clothes and everything burn away, but the person's body itself is completely untouched. She's really shocked. It makes her think that maybe there's a lot about her husband that she didn't know, which is, I guess, one more mystery in her life, since about 7 years ago, her daughter was actually stolen, just one day after she was born. Anyways, she agrees to have her husband's body autopsied. It wasn't originally done, since it was pretty obvious how he died, but before this can happen, the body is actually stolen. So yeah, that's where the story begins. The other two characters already know each other. One of them is called Chan. He is a computer programmer. He used to help run, online gambling casinos and stuff like that. And he has a friend who's the other main character called Danny. She is a relatively new FBI agent. So the two of them are involved in a different mystery that happened a bit before what happened to Pam's husband, and that was the destruction of Atlantic City. For some reason that no one knows, there was this big catastrophe with water coming in that completely destroyed the city, and everybody in the city has disappeared. They're probably dead, although they're currently listed as missing. Only not everyone disappeared, because it turns out that both Danny and Chan were in Atlantic City during the time of the incident, but neither of them can remember anything about what happened. It really bothers them, because they have a mysterious 10-hour hole in their memory that they kind of want to fill, but neither of them really know where to begin. And there's also questions about whether or not getting those memories back would be a good thing or not, since on Danny's side, she was told by some of the doctors and so on that she saw that maybe your mind forgot about it for a reason, to protect you from something you saw that was maybe so horrible that you aren't actually ready to remember what happened. But as they begin investigating, Danny gets pulled into the investigations into what happened to Atlantic City, since not knowing is pretty worrying, since if you don't know what happened, you can't protect against it. And Chan gets drawn into all this, and it all circles back to Pam and her husband's disappearing body. There turn out to be multiple connections across these incidents that bring all three of these characters together. So, something I liked. I think the mystery began really well, the whole not burning body, the disappearing city, all of these things were the type of weird stuff, I suppose, that gets me kind of interested to see what happens. And I really like both Danny and Chan, they're characters that I enjoy spending time with, even though one of them is really straight-laced, whereas the other one is more willing to bend the rules, both of them have their hearts in the right place and care about the people around them. So, but something I did not like. It's really hard to talk about what I don't like without spoilers, I guess. Suffice to say, when it did explain the answers behind what happened, I was kind of unsatisfied. It wasn't as I don't know, I kind of find it really hard to say why I didn't find it very, it wasn't a very compelling answer. It's kind of if you find that someone fell in the ocean and disappeared and you just learn, they were eaten by a shark or something. I don't know why there's more or less interesting answers to things, but suffice to say, I just wasn't very satisfied with how the story carried out. It also feels somewhat incomplete. I think this is part of a larger series and so on, but I still kind of would have liked a little bit more, conclusiveness in the stuff that it talked about.